afternoon. I am Associate Provost Jill Bryan, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 Graduate Commencement Ceremony at Hamline University, held here at St. Paul River Center. As we begin our time together today, I'd like to invite Chaplain Nancy Victor and Vangaroo to give the invocation.
May I offer these words to start us off. Gracious God, giver of life, hope of life, in you we live and move and have our being. Here we are today, gathered by the river, this beautiful river, sacred to the Dakota people whose homeland we acknowledge. Like this river, we have run our course to this time and place. We have so much to celebrate. We have accomplished these degrees under conditions of struggle and perseverance. Yet with innovation and imagination, we have researched, we have learned, we have created beauty, we have gathered data, and we have dreamed dreams. We have determined to keep showing up each day in the world to make a difference. For we are pipers. We do the good. And it is good, so very good, to be here with our friends and families, our faculty, staff members, trustees, and our leaders. The moment has arrived. So as our names are called, may we feel their dignity and grace. May we bless and honor all of our ancestors as we hear the call to future generations. We don't stand alone. Just look around. We belong to one another, and we are grateful, so very grateful. Gracious God, in all your names, we pray that our hearts may be open to the joy of this day. Amen. Please be seated.
I'd like to take a moment to recognize our current member of the Board of Trustees. Trustees, will you please stand? Thank you for being here. Hamline has a long tradition of legacy families in our ceremony today. Those students wearing a burgundy and gray cord have a parent, grandparent, spouse, sibling, or children who also graduated from Hamline. Would these legacy graduates and their families please stand to be recognized? At Hamline, we are firmly committed to supporting those who are the first in their family to complete college. If you are a first-generation student graduating today, would you please stand and be recognized? We would like to recognize the graduates who are also veterans. Please stand and be recognized, not only for your achievement today, but for your service to our country. Last, but certainly not least, please stand if you are a graduate. Thank you. You can be seated. Now I would like to ask Ellen Waters, Vice Chair of our Board of Trustees, to bring greetings on their behalf.
Thank you, Provost. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. I am here in my official role as Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees of Hamline University. I want to wish you all a warm welcome to this commencement ceremony of 2021. You all have come to this day after a lot of hard work, long hours of study, perhaps a job or two or more, and filling your time with other activities, such as being an athlete, a musician, an artist, in public service, serving your families. And I hope, along with all of that, you had some time for a big helping of fun and camaraderie. Whatever it was that drew you to Hamline in the first place, this is your time to celebrate. It certainly hasn't been made easier by the pandemic, but you persevered, you adapted, and you made it through to this day with the support of your peers, your faculty, your friends, and especially your families. Getting to graduation is a shared community journey. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Hamline University, I want to congratulate you on being here today. I hope that you will take your skills and your Hamline experience out and make an impact on the world. Thank you for the part you will play in the future. With Hamline's values of service, compassion, leadership, and scholarship as your guiding principles. We are grateful for all that you have given us while you were here, and now we are so excited to celebrate your achievement today. Thank you.
Congratulations to you, our 2021 graduates. Your road to this day was not nearly as straight as it should have been. From April 1st, 2020, after spring break, you returned to a learning environment that was unlike what you had come to expect, especially from Hamline University. Yet, from then to now, you prevailed. And we are delighted to celebrate you today, to celebrate you with your family. We congratulate you, we wish you well, because we know the future is bright for you. We know that you will accomplish much. It was not just what you had to deal with, but the unexpectedness of a pandemic and its impact. So you weren't the only ones impacted by that pandemic. Your families were impacted as well. Some of you or members of your family lost their jobs or were furloughed. Some of you lost family members or knew someone who did. Some of you had young children at home that you worried about because they were not in school. Some of you as educators were worried about those children that you educate, that you could not hold, you could not touch. You could not say everything will be okay. This pandemic has thrown us all for a loop. It has upset our comfort zone. It has made us deal with things in a way that we never thought we would have to deal with. But you know what? Deal with it, we are. Moving forward, we are. Standing tall, we are. What we've all done is to try and keep each other healthy, keep each other safe, do all those things that we need to do. Some of you, not only did you have a remote experience here at Hamline University, but those of you who were able to hold onto those jobs, you worked remotely. You tried to figure it all out. And in the back of those Zoom, Microsoft, whatever meeting you had to try and keep the kids from running behind you, didn't you? So no one would know that you were trying to balance it all at the same time. Keep all those balls in the air as best you could and still be a Hamline University student trying to complete this degree. We salute all of you. We know how hard this has been, and we're so very proud of you. But it wasn't just you getting this degree. You know that, right? It wasn't just you getting this degree. It was your families as well. Some of you had a partner who washed the dishes, changed the diapers, cooked the food. Some of you had parents who did that for you. Some of you had to do it all yourself. But whether you had someone helping you or not, it was a challenge, and you did it all. So I know how worried you've been, because we've been worried as well. I know how challenged you've been, because we've been challenged as well. But you stayed strong. You stayed the course. You are graduating with graduate degrees. You have taken that next step. And I thank you so very, very much for it. I'm going to ask you to stay seated, but I'm going to ask the family members to please stand. All the family members, please stand. We know that not a person in this room who's graduating could have done this without you. Your support has been invaluable. Your support has been necessary, not just for this year, but all the time they've been working to get this degree. Those of us here, we know, because we've done it. We didn't do it in a pandemic, but we know that when you're studying for this graduate degree, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. To write, those of you who had to write that dissertation, God help us all. But we did it. We did it. You did it. And we're so proud of you. So families, we thank you for being there for every last one of them. Professors and staff, please stand. You've heard me say this over and over and over again, but I can't say it enough. Can't say it enough. It is your hard work, your dedication, your commitment to your students and this institution that has helped get these students to where they are right now. It is your hard work, it's your knowledge, your expertise that you've shared with these students. All the while you were trying to make sure that you were safe, that you were healthy. I know those of you in business had a lot of classes still in person. You did it. You did it. So faculty, staff, I can't thank you enough. You are the heart and soul of this institution. It is because of you that we can do so much. I thank you. We have representatives from the Board of Trustees, and I'm going to ask them to stand. They've been standing and hopping up and down, but I'm going to ask them to stand. I know it's not many of them here, but they are dedicated. They are committed. They are the reason why we keep moving every single day, because they have faith and trust in us. They provide the kind of governance that a good institution needs and expects. They provide the kind of oversight that allows us to thrive, not just survive, but allows us to thrive. And I thank you for being those people who want this institution to be the best that it can possibly be. Thank you. Students, you did it. You did it. You took that winding road and you treated it like it was a straight road. And we know it wasn't. It was very crooked, very crooked. But you kept right on going. It was hard, but you did it. It was challenging, but you did it. You walked through the storm, and you will walk through the storm as often as you can. So those of you who are getting a master's degree, I expect to see you back here in a couple of years with your doctorate degree. So this is just this storm. The other storm is coming, and that's more work to do, because you got more. Those of you who are getting a doctoral degree, welcome to the profession. But don't think that's the end for you either, because you got more work to do as well. You've got to go out and slay whatever needs to be slayed and do it some more. We got work to do. You got work to do. But you've walked through that storm. And as you walk through that storm, each of you let nothing stand in your way. Nothing. Because you said, ain't no stopping us now. We got this. We got this. And you have it. You have it. And we are very, very, very proud of you. When things got tough, you held your head high. You pulled those shoulders back and you walked straight. Even though you had to find that straight line, because it was crooked, but you walked it as best you could. You dealt with uncertainty, but you weren't afraid of that uncertainty. You looked it in the eye and you said, bring it on, I got this. And you did. You had a goal, and nothing was going to stand in the way of you achieving that goal. Now here you are, your graduation day. And this is a favorite time for us, which is the reason why we're here, because we love celebrating you. We love congratulating you. We love being here with you and wishing you well. One thing that we did lots while you were here, but we know one thing, your life is changing. It has changed. Because your professors, if they did their job right, and I'm assuming they did their job right, you were uncomfortable sometimes. You got questioned about what you believed sometime. You got pushback on the assignments that you turned in. You got a little uncomfortable. As adults, I understand it, because you like being right. You are right when you're in that classroom. You are right when you're in that bank. You are right when you're a financial analyst. You're right in those different environments. You're right when you're writing that new novel or that poem. You're right. But in the classroom, you were uncomfortable sometimes. And that was a good thing for you, because that uncomfortableness made you think. That uncomfortableness made you generate new ideas. That uncomfortableness gave you the tools that you need to succeed, to live and learn during the pandemic. The pandemic has taught us all a very important lesson. It has helped us better understand who we are, but it's also helped us appreciate our family, our friends, our neighbors, our professors, the staff with whom we had to, and all the people with whom we had to interact with. We appreciate them a bit more than we might have before this pandemic. I look out among you today and I see the heroes, the sheroes, the theros of our future. I see the believers. I see the fighters. I see the future in you. I see writers. I see educators, bankers, analysts. I see hope for the future. I see all that in you, and I see more. I see people who shed tears and watched in disbelief as a man lay on the ground with a knee to his neck, calling for his mother. I see your humanity. I see a Hamline Piper. I see people who understand what it means to do all the good you can. Those are not just empty words. Those are words that we hold dear. Those are words that you believe. But when we looked out and we saw Mr. George Floyd lying on the ground, you probably responded, as we did, with disbelief. Could this be happening? This is not the America that we know, the America we love. We as a nation deserve better than what we saw. We as a nation must demand more than what we saw. We as a nation must stand up and say, this is not right. No more, no more. That the color of your skin, whether you are male or female, whether you have money or not, should not matter. Regardless of your sexuality, it should not matter. You are an important part of this nation. Everyone is. Everyone is. We got a job to do. And, we had a message for the undergraduates, but I say to you, your job is more important than the undergraduates, because they just got that first degree. They're just beginning to live their life. This is your second or third degree, and some of you, your fourth degree. So there's no excuse for you living this life. Absolutely none. And I expect you to do that. We are living in a time of uncertainty. But for you, the time has come. As Sam Cooke sang in his song, a change is going to come. We witness injustice. We saw our democracy threatened. What a year it has been. Yet through it all, we know a change is going to come. It's been a long time coming, but we know it's going to come, don't we? I'm from the South. We believe in call and response. Yes, all right. I didn't get any response when I called. Change is going to come, right? Amen. All righty. You can tell I grew up in a religious household. I preach. Well, not as well as some. Really good today. But I do come from that background. Commencement means a lot to us. As I said, so many of you worked so hard. This year, your graduation, your work has not been easy. The world changed on you, it changed on us. The nation changed on you, it changed on us. But you never gave up on your studies. You never gave up on Minnesota. You never gave up on the nation. And I thank you for that. I thank you for not giving up. I thank you for never losing sight of what it means to get this degree. I thank you for not losing sight of how important it is for you to have this degree for the rest of us. It's not just about you. This is for all of us that you're getting this degree, because we know you're going to change the world if you haven't already. As I look out among you, I'm very proud of Hamline University, because Hamline University is a rainbow. It's a rainbow. It's exactly what Congressman John Lewis wants us to be, a rainbow of people who look different, who have different ideas, different expectations, different desires and wants, but have some things in common, that we all have a right to be a part of this nation, that we all want to be equal, that we all want to see life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We all want that. We all deserve that. And you, it is your job to make sure that we get it. We get it. Now, I grew up in Danville, Virginia, the last capital of the Confederacy. It's where Jefferson Davis was running away as the Union was closing in. I grew up in segregation. My parents were civil rights workers. I don't want us to return to that time. But my parents thought that they had achieved what they needed to with that civil rights moment. How wrong they were. How wrong they were. So I say to you, you have a torch to take up. I don't care who you are. You can be black, white, green, or blue. It does not matter. Our liberty is for all of us. Our liberty for your children, your nieces, your nephews, your grandchildren. It's for all of us. You know, as I was trying to put together some thoughts for this presentation, some of you have heard me say this, but I got to say it again. One of the writers that I've always admired is Russian novelist and activist Alexander Solzhenitsyn. In his 1970 Nobel Peace Prize speech, which he was not allowed to give, he said, and I quote, "One word of truth outweighs the world." Think about that. One word of truth outweighs the world. We, as a higher education institution, have tried to convey truth. It's not our job to tell you what to think. It's not our job to tell you how to think. It was our job to share information, to share knowledge, to let you play around with it and generate something new. That was our job, and I think we did it well. Our job was to give you that extra boost that you needed to speak confidently, that you needed to speak with conviction. That was our job. Our campaign in Hamline, for the years you've been with us, has been to prepare you to speak the truth. As Solzhenitsyn said, we must. It has been to give you the extra tools you need to do your job, get a promotion, or get a new job. We appreciate you. Our campaign has been to equip you with the skills, the knowledge to make a difference. Our campaign has been to help you think about what's possible and turn those possibilities into opportunities. To encourage you to use your voice to live a just and moral life, to give you hope. You can change the world. We need you to change the world. But this will not happen unless you demand more of yourself. James Baldwin, when discussing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, said, "The hope of the world lies in what one demands, not of others, but of oneself." Demand more of yourself. Allow yourself to do more. Allow yourself to give more. Allow yourself to be more. With you, I see the hope for this nation because you're armed with master's degrees, doctor degrees. You're armed with an incredible intellect. You're armed with power, a power that changes the world. You're armed with that. So change the world. Use your knowledge, not just in the boardroom, not just in the classroom, not just in that nonprofit organization, not just as you sit there and pour your heart and soul into that piece of work that you're writing. Use your knowledge to fight against injustice. Use your knowledge to fight against inequality. Use your knowledge to fight against exclusion. Use your knowledge. Use your knowledge. And as you go out there, don't be defeated. You might encounter defeats, but don't let anyone defeat you, because you've got a secret weapon. You are Hamline Pipers. And no one can defeat a Hamline Piper. You are the best of the best. You will do good. I have no doubt about that. So I'm going to leave you with the words of Maya Angelou. And as I said before, you may encounter defeat, but you must not be defeated. You must not be. You are ready for whatever this life throws your way. You are ready in ways that those of us who traveled this road before you and gotten these degrees were never ready. But you are ready for what this world has to hand you. And we are so very, very proud of you. We will be watching. We will be looking. We will be celebrating you. We will be applauding you, because we are so very proud of you. So I say to you today, congratulations. You do us pride. You do us proud. You do your families proud. Hold your head high, as any piper does in every single day. Congratulations on this important milestone in your life. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts in Writing and the candidates for the degree of Master in the Study of Law in the College of Liberal Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor, Educational Specialist, and Master of Arts from the School of Education please rise? President Miller, the faculty has recommended these students for the degree of Doctor, Education Specialist, Master of Arts, Master of Fine Arts in Writing, and Master in the Study of Law, and the recommendation has been approved. It is my pleasure to present them to you and ask that you confer upon them their degrees. Candidates, you may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Public Administration, Doctor of Management and Public Service, Master of Business Administration, Master of Nonprofit Management, Master of Public Administration, and Master of Science in Business Analytics from the School of Business please rise? President Miller, the faculty has recommended these students for the degree of Doctor of Public Administration, Doctor of Management and Public Service, Master of Business Administration, Master of Nonprofit Management, Master of Public Administration, and Master of Science in Business Analytics. And the recommendation has been approved. It is my pleasure to present them to you and ask that you confer upon them their degrees. First row of graduates, will you please come forward, and the rest of you may be seated.
Habib Amini, Doctorate in Education. Giovanni Velis, PhD in Management and Public Service. Jose Manuel Becerra Cárdenas, Doctorate in Education. Deanna Lynn Chodo, Doctorate in Education. Tia Botsford Clayson, Doctorate in Education. Amy Cochran, Doctorate in Education. Eric Peter Kaluza, Doctorate in Education. Gregory Allen Simons, Jr., Doctorate in Education. Cara L. Genia, PhD in Management and Public Service. Mary Margaret McManus, Doctorate in Public Administration. Ama Asantewa, Master of Business Administration. Eric Aser, Master of Business Administration. Sebastian Aspetisha, Master of Business Administration. Abigail Elise Amundson, Master of Arts in Teaching. Erin Rebecca Bardos, Master of Science in Business Analytics. Brent Allen Bestie, Master of Public Administration. Ala Borisnova Bulos, Master of Arts in Teaching. Carrie Diane Bowser, Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. Laura Mary Brigham, Master of Arts in English as a Second Language. Krista Jane Carpenter, Master of Fine Arts in Writing. Anna Casper, Master of Arts in Education. Janine Nicole Duda, Master in the Study of Law. Elizabeth L. Dewar, Master of Business Administration. Amadeus Mi Zekedzi, Master of Business Administration. Chuck Ehewugwu, Master of Business Administration. Matt Flesner, Master of Business Administration. Charles D. Fredericks, Master of Public Administration. Madison Gallagher, Master of Arts in Literacy Education. Claudia Liliana Galvan Vela, Master of Business Administration. Rachel Joy Gould, Master of Fine Arts in Writing. Madison Margaret Haganaw, Master of Public Administration. Michelle Renee Hassler, Master of Public Administration. Ismar Hernandez Llamas, Master of Business Administration. Jana Otto Hiller, Master of Fine Arts in Writing. Charlene May Vinden, Master in the Study of Law. Nicole Marie Eisnagel, Master of Business Administration. Joshua D. Johnson, Master of Public Administration. Ariel Doreen Johnson, Master of Arts in Education, Natural Science, and Environmental Education. Brittany Elaine Johnson, Master of Arts in Teaching. Emily Jo Johnson, Master of Arts in Teaching. Mackenzie Ann Johnson, Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages. Jacob L. Alexander, Master of Business Administration. Neil Allen Kolb, Master of Public Administration. Holly Anna LaRochelle, Master of Public Administration. Meredith Ann Lawrence, Master of Public Administration. Samantha B. Lindquist, Master of Public Administration. Anthony Little, Master of Business Administration. Eloisa Lobo Macedo, Master of Business Administration.
Eric S. Mawald, Master of Business Administration. Catherine Roselle Marston, Master of Arts in Education. Eric John Matthews, Master of Fine Arts in Writing. Sydney Ann Mason, Master of Arts in Literacy Education. Sarah Christine Peterson, Master of Business Administration. Jocelyn Elizabeth McQuarter, Master of Arts in Education. Joseph Sutcliffe Milton, Master of Public Administration. Ashley Marie Morlock, Master of Arts in Literacy Education. Veronica Kathleen Myers, Master of Arts in Teaching. Justin Nerpel, Master of Business Administration. Nicole Ray Needham Dixon, Master of Public Administration. David Philip Kilpatrick, Master of Fine Arts in Writing. Hangatu Omar, Master of Public Administration. Alice Grace Page, Master of Fine Arts in Writing. Andrew Joseph Peterson, Master of Business Administration. Timothy John Plath, Master of Public Administration. Elizabeth Brinkley Prescott, Master of Nonprofit Management. Christine Joyce Prostrolio, Master of Arts in Education. Rebecca Ramsey, Master of Business Administration. Donna Jean Hankowitz Redding, Master of Business Administration. Martha Reisterer, Master of Business Administration. Brooklyn Lauren Riggs, Master of Arts in Teaching. Bobby Alver Ryden, Master of Arts in Teaching. Dara Lynn Sanders Dokas, Master of Fine Arts in Writing. Rebecca Ann Schuyler, Master of Arts in Teaching. Alexis Marie Schley, Master of Public Administration. Michelle Christine Schwartz, Master of Business Administration. Emmeline Elizabeth Scott, Master of Arts in Education. Haley J. Springer, Master in the Study of Law. Brianna Lou Weber Strandberg, Master of Arts in Teaching. Lita Stry, Master of Fine Arts in Writing. Jamie Ray Stromberg, Master of Business Administration. Masara Terfasa, Master of Business Administration. Allison Beist Antonio, Master of Arts in Teaching. Ellen Marie Cheerhart, Master of Arts in Education. Cassandra Ann Elizabeth Surma Murphy, Master of Arts in Teaching. Yomiyu Temesgen, Master of Business Administration. Megan Yale Tainer, Master of Arts in Teaching. Rosalind Toussaint, Master of Public Administration. Emily Lynn Trout, Master of Arts in Education, Natural Science, and Environmental Education. Nauthet Tet Tunwin, Master of Public Administration. Ahmed Urur, Master of Business Administration. Rachel Nicole Peterson Osgaard, Master of Business Administration. Nicola Marie Viana, Master of Public Administration. Nicholas Watts, Master of Business Administration. Dallas Wayne West, Master of Business Administration. Robert Reynolds Wilcox, Master of Business Administration. Song Yang, Master of Arts in English as a Second Language. Mosissa Terfasa, Master of Business Administration. Casey Benford, Master of Business Administration. Anna Rodica Barkan, Master of Business Administration. Michael Oakey, Master of Public Administration. Gwendolyn Michelle Nicholas, Master of Fine Arts in Writing. Maile Lee, Master of Nonprofit Management.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor, Educational Specialist, and Master of Arts from the School of Education please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the trustees of the Hamline University of Minnesota, and with the authority vested in me as president by the trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor, Educational Specialist, Master of Arts, Master of Fine Arts, and Master in the Study of Law with all the rights, duties, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. You can sit down. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Public Administration, Doctor of Management and Public Service, Master of Business Administration, Master of Nonprofit Management, Master of Public Administration, and Master of Science and Business Analytics from the School of Business please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the trustees of the Hamline University of Minnesota, and with the authority vested in me as president by the trustees, I confer upon you the Doctor of Public Administration, Doctor of Management and Public Service, Master of Business Administration, Master of Nonprofit Management, Master of Public Administration, and Master of Science and Business Analytics with all the rights, duties, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Will the candidates for the degree of Master in Fine Arts and Writing and the candidates for the degree of Master in the Study of Law in the College of Liberal Arts please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, with the approval of the trustees of the Hamline University of Minnesota, and with the authority vested in me as president by the trustees, I confer upon you the Master of Fine Arts in Writing and the degree of Master in Study of Law in the College of Liberal Arts. I do this with all the rights, duties, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. I congratulate you all. This has been a journey, but a journey that's well worth it. We wish you well. We know you will go out and do good. And I leave you with these words, the words of John Wesley. Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can. Before we end, I'd like to acknowledge two people. One I was not going to acknowledge, but I guess I must, because this is a graduate ceremony, and I was saving her for the graduate ceremony. We have two people, one retiring and one who doesn't have very good sense. I love doing that to her. Nancy Vivi, our chaplain, is retiring in August, and we wish her well, but we know that she will remain attached to this institution. Jill Bryan, who's our associate provost, has been in Hamline University for quite some time, who's decided that she's going to go back to what is her passion, and that's teaching law. So she will be returning to Mitchell Hamline School of Law. Fortunately, she'll just be down the road, and we know that she will remain attached to this institution. Will the audience please stand and remain standing to the benediction? To our guests, please stay in your places until the recessional, and the ushers signal for you to exit, row by row. Chaplain Nancy Vivi.
Would it be all right if I invite everyone to stand? That's okay. That's all right. If you choose. So now that we have been here, heard our name called, walked forward and across the stage, received the right of our accomplishments, we now go forth adorned with new identities: graduate, alum, author, doctor, teacher, and yet still at heart, a piper. Pipers belong together, so we go forward together with our knowledge and grit, with courage and humility, confidence and curiosity. Even though there is uncertainty and swirling winds of change, we will hold onto our cherished liberty, our hopes, and words of truth. We will hear the call to do and be the good for all people. Though the destination is not yet clear, we can trust the promise of this opening. May we unfurl ourselves into the grace of beginning that is at one with our life's inspirations. We will take care of ourselves and be there for others. We will keep our spirits awake to adventure. Soon we will home in new rhythms, for our hearts sense the world that awaits us. May God bless you and keep you. May God's face shine upon you and be gracious unto you, and this day give you peace. So now go in peace. Amen.